All right, everybody, welcome back to Dad and Daughters Collectibles. Today, I wanted to give an update on the Caitlin Clark Base to Auto Challenge. I posted a video, I'm not sure, probably about 6 weeks ago, and I wanted to try using eBay to essentially trade up from a Caitlin Clark base prism, which you can see here on the slideshow, to an auto. So using a series of buy low and resell, right? A lot of flipping. See if we could take what was a $5 card and turn it into I think, you can get an Iowa autograph of her somewhere in the $600 to $800 range. Maybe we'll stop there. Maybe we'll go more. But essentially turn a base card, which anybody can open in a pack, a little bit of luck, but not too much luck, and get to an auto. And well, hasn't gone so well. So I thought I could get about $5 for this card and start flipping at that point. It was a struggle to sell. The bottom of the market on that card, that Prism Rat Picks base, had kind of hit at that point. And so by the time I sold it, I only got about $3 plus shipping for it, which I didn't feel like was enough to start the challenge. It would have taken me a lot longer to start that way and get going, and it'd be months before I got to the 20, 30, 40, $50 where I could actually start flipping more frequently and give more updates. So I changed the challenge. So we are going to go with changing the base. So we sold a Caitlin Clark base Prism and I'll show you the details here. Order earnings 12.29. So again, if you don't know how eBay works, they really nail you on the transaction fees. So you always make less than you want to. After taxes and shipping, the total was 17.38. You can see all the negatives applied at that point. 12.29 is what I got in the bank account for this card. You may see these posted for more, but realistically, to sell it fairly quickly, you got to be in the $15 range. Maybe you could post it for 20, but again, there's enough of these still being open that it's not something for this challenge I wanted to sit on forever. So finally, we have some capital to work with, 12.29, and I have a couple of really exciting purchases that I want to show you to get this challenge started. So 12.29 was our starting amount. This weekend, I made two really good purchases that I think I'm going to be able to flip for a nice profit. So the first is this Carson Wizen. Let me make sure I don't think there's any of my info on there. You can see who I bought it from, but that's fine. And you can see my zip code, and that's fine. But I don't think there's any account info on here, so I'll stick with it. So a green Carson Wizenhunt from Select 24, not super special, right? Paid a buck 99 plus 150 shipping. This is two of five, so there are only five of these, and I got the minimum bid was 199 plus 150 shipping. I put in a minimum bid and I got it. Um, I believe so. This is the Giants' number two prospect. I believe he's going to come up this year, so he's going to be a rookie, numbered to five. I know it's a non-licensed card, but I am pretty sure I'm going to put this up in the $10 to $20 range. And again, you saw the eBay fees and stuff. I should be able to turn this 350 into hopefully 10 or more dollars so we can then start to flip some more cards. So this was a really awesome purchase that I was very shocked. I think my max bid was like 375 because I thought I could flip it for a reasonable price and just no one else bid on it. It ended on like a Sunday morning at like 8 o'clock in the morning, which I think helped because not a lot of people are up and looking at that point. So really worked in my favor. The second one I actually think is an even better deal. I picked up this Thai PD to 10 Gold Select Auto. So you can see right there for 618 plus $1.25 shipping. A gold prospect rookie to 10 for under $10 is an amazing, amazing deal. Um, this guy is the number seven Mariners prospect. He's a shortstop. He's only 19 years old. So very, very young. Likely a couple years before he hits the bigs. If I really wanted to, I could hold on to this and maybe he makes the bigs and I could make more money in a couple years, but we're doing a flipping challenge. I believe for a prospect rated that high within a farm system, a gold auto to 10, I can flip this card somewhere in the $20 to $30 range pretty easily. So we'll see. So if both of those go my way, I should be able to turn that 12.28 into 25 to 30 total after fees, and that would be a really great initial return. I've been looking and doing some buying and selling lately, and you can get some fairly good deals on some. I bought a Caitlin Clark Gold Monopoly Prism to 500. for 185 after taxes and shipping. I just sold it for 250. So the problem was I was excited. I thought I would make about 225 ish. I only made 212 on it after shipping and eBay fees were like $32. It seems like the way to go on this is to try to find a lot of cards under $10 and continuously flip those. So that's really going to be my target. I made money on the Caitlin Clark, no complaints. What about 30? Yeah, about 30 some, about probably about $30. But that's a lot of money to sink into one card. And if it doesn't sell for a while, you're just sitting on that money. Whereas if I can do this and get eventually four, five, six, seven, 10 cards that even if one of them takes a month and I'm flipping the other ones, that seems to be the way to go. So I am going to be targeting low end. What do I have here? Oh yeah, that's my slideshow. I'm going to be targeting low end cards to try to continuously flip. I have found Panini products to be a really great place to get steals. Again, this is a tie PD to 10 and a Bowman is probably a $50 to $100 card, right? But I don't want to touch that price range, so I can get this, do short term flips. Not as many people are looking for select, but there is still a market for it. I know there are some people who every time you open a select product, going to be like, stuff doesn't sell. Go on eBay, go look at select sales. The cards sell. There's wide ranges. Sometimes you'll see. So here, let me. I will give you a great example. I'll do this live because I saw this the other day. And this is one of the reasons people say things don't sell. I was looking at a Dylan Cruz tie dye, and I'm going to go to the solds, and you're going to see a card that really stands out here. So here's a patch that sold for $30. I was bidding on that one. Here is a future tie dye to 25 for $60. And what the hell happened here? 99 cents. Somebody got this card for 99 cents plus $4 total. And then here's a 10, here's a $15, here's 15, here's 40, right? So it's these weird patterns. And here's a rookie. Okay, this is an auto, right? But even look, this is the exact same card, 38.96. There's a market that's huge. It varies widely in these select cards that you can't count on getting the 96. But if I can get this card for 99 cents, there's a market somewhere in the probably 15 to $40 range relatively quickly to flip that card. So you got to be the one who finds this card though, and that's the hunt. That's the challenge, right? So that's what I'm going to be looking to do, and I'm going to be doing a lot of prospecting. So I've got my eye on the MLB Top 100. I've opened enough select at this point to know exactly which prospects I'm looking for. If I see a tie, the other thing I'll say with select, I am looking at cards numbered under 50. The higher you go on numbered cards, there's just less room to flip it. Even a Dylan Cruz to like a blue to 199, which is a gorgeous card, is a $5 to $8 card, and if I'm buying it for three, I can't do anything with that, right? So you got to go low number, and you got to hit a card like this Dylan Cruz for 99 cents and flip it for 15, 20, $30, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing on a few various sets. I've already told you selects, please don't steal my idea. But that's one of the sets that I've been targeting looking for low number of cards. And from there, and you can certainly see that from the auctions I won, but I'm targeting a few other sets the same way and hopefully we can pull this off by the end of the year. So I will give you the next update when we get those cards in, sell them, and make some more purchases, and keep giving you updates on how this is going. So if this is something that you like to hear about and you like to see, please give me a like and subscribe. And let me know what you like, what you want to see more of. If you're looking for other tips, if you've got your own tips that I can incorporate and share as well, that would be fantastic. So this is just a little transaction history. So this is where we're at. Shorthand here. Caitlin Clark base prism 1228. Bought the Ty PD and Carson Wisenhunt for about 1175. Taxes, shipping fully included. And the next time I update this, you will see where those cards sold, what we have for money, and where we put that money. So with that, give us a like and subscribe. And remember, girls are collectors too.